This is Buadu TV, truth and integrity.
Dan Paris slept with your wife. That's why Mahama sacked him. That is the reason. From kwasa sem from konwa. Otin Tosua Adwoa Safo. Osimu jira said ye de osibie open ebie kokuso o Sudan.
Body TV so ne ye mamu nyina akaba emfambra so. Yes wo safi na wo hwe channel na wa subscribe. Ye da mu nyina senso ya hit 40k ye da se pa. Na ene ye gbawre mu Kevin Taylor kache. Kevin nakasa dia fa Adwoa Safo issue aba. Na wonam radio station to radio station, TV station to TV station. Na wo ton NPP. Ni nyina ne se oton kwambone so de mo ye ne ya. Na wo mu yi ni fi ho as deputy majority leader. Na ne dwuma ye mu ni MP ne ministry position na ekita ni nyina eye bisi basa. Kevin Taylor afaya no. Wase pepe bitra. 42 years na me kan se MP NDC bidi ekonya no so no. Ena mu hu na hyase. Yeda so wo mu ne dwuma na ebeye. In fact, Kevin afaya da fa enwema hodo bi. Bank of Ghana former your friend saying governor was say national security operatives abe wi an 10,000 ene ne yere jewelries. Ne nyina Kevin afaya da fa o obizia. You good you know.
Adwoa Safo ati chain. And chain now what is got to do with a year NPP as a political party. And the most interesting thing in the say, started free, you see Adwoa Safo say school feeding. Wiki as Adwoa Safo from radio to radio, TV to TV. Busango say, what is her end game? See, the Adwoa Safo ye, and then the party for sorry kasa, okay can sema kesiye. The question here is, what is Adwoa Safo's end game? Say, utbi busa ho sa question now. Obehu de emwa we omoye. You understand the NPP? Say Debi Ameka said they are piglets. Omoye ntwamwa, omoye mprekwa. 42 years in opposition. Bekachem say, yes, something we all have to come together and let it happen. They need to stay in opposition for 42 years. Adwoa Safo is one of the piglets. And you see, she is basically letting you know NPP no or mawati asie enti we Ghana ni na wo hwa Adwoa Safo or Koba or Kabrofo or Chirechirim mummusa ne say Adwoa Safo end game ne den. Why this now? What are you doing? Why should we listen to you? Why now? Why are you doing this now? What is the end game? Do you have an end game? Tell us your end game. But so you're smarter at the same any omo platform we saw around the world that they don't miss this show. You know what Adwoa Safo is doing. What Adwoa Safo is doing goes beyond Adwoa Safo. What Adwoa Safo is doing is playing a game on the intelligence of Ghana for one. Any party for no mujimino. That is what this girl is doing. Now, you see Adwoa Safo kasa afa school feeding home. Now, nobody should take the NPP serious again in Ghana. Makachiremo and obi kaye afenyo marking or you can content creator minority leader or no actually asebe nsinu akwa kutwa picture actually bibi nsinu be press conference afenyo marking or no a content creator or no or to say TikToker. He needs more pictures, he needs more viewership. Aremeyaw Anas is not there to bring anything to the table to change the NPP or change Ghana. No. Or a content creator minority leader. He is basically a TikToker. All that he does is yachiwe no akona akotwa picture. Oh, and now the NPP for yachi nipa we. Oh, what to say? Yeah, press conference. Or a content creator. There's nothing enough for Aremeyaw Anas. It is a well steady party now. There is no leadership. Aremeyaw Anas, a general secretary, or a chairman, or a defender, or a DND, one person because he is just calling for attention. Only a boys no more TikTok. The difference in him, Aremeyaw Anas is a content creator minority leader, or a content creator Kasongo 99. So if you're a serious Ghanaian, now analyze Aremeyaw Anas MPP, now you will see say the whole party is a content creating a platform. They create content. It's a content creation platform. They are creating content for people to laugh. Because majority of the people in the party are stupid. Who is the leader of the NPP? Nobody. Because a headless piglet who thinks that they can suck anyone's dick and become the top piglet. Until they are all walking around. That is what they are doing. The party itself is done. Now let's go back to Adwoa Safo the all year. Team, stay with me. School feeding. Akufo-Addo ordered audit, but distanced himself after backlash over rot I uncovered. Adwoa Safo is jumping from radio to radio. We treated him a woman was slangy kakra, a woman as no one but also he said Nyami Kasa. On say, oh, you fake. And now he's faking English. He is trying to be an intellectual. He is trying to look sensible. He is trying to look attractive, politically attractive. She is trying to do everything to sound intelligent. But you see, what has been done has been done. Adwoa Safo is not a new politician. We know Adwoa Safo where she started and where she is now. See, engineer krane mututum krane kwasia obu be ahye ho. So mo some way Jimmy. They play around words. Journalists say, Adentina asam de buy and one kasa. Or so yentan krane mututum krane or the be abehye ho. Intin kwasia de oye nyina yentie sa abed na remfi. Odwan. Now the most important thing about Adwoa Safo Semano Okano, I want you to know something. And this goes to the NPP. Yeah? NPP is a criminal cartel, a criminal entity. So now you're going to not support NPP with Jimmy. And some Adwoa Safo Kano, they are assembly dangerous and they say she actually became a minister or your audit and what they call cabinet. So it means every single thing Adwoa Safo is talking about, corruption, deep-rooted corruption. Bawumia was aware of it. Mahamudu Bawumia has been aware and was aware. And the party as a whole, they have all been aware. Because here has a central region and a school feeding the corruption. Kennedy Japan is in charge of central region. Don't get anything wrong here. I am letting you understand Adena Oyeno. She is on a Bawumia cleansing spree and potential running mate spree. What she is doing, or play with your minds. What to the new NPP will say, a fool. Bawumia will have to choose a woman as running mate. And at this point, they want to separate Akufo-Addo from Bawumia. And she herself, Nankasa or Namhono, Adwoa Safo no, she has no credibility in Ghana politics. But she feels to say, partner kodun pempensobia, majority of him are Jimmy. And that a Juma or Yebo Bawumia no, she deserves to say Bawumia started to be pick a running meter or say a consider no. It was at a point, Yebusani say, now oversay a parliamentarian or say no. Now one person be a parliamentarian, then a person. At a point, Yebusani say, do you want to go back to Domiko Abenya and contest and go to parliament? Or say never. It is a never. Then I'll person. Oh, I will do everything possible until Bawumia becomes president, on politics. And the other Brewama will try to zone you. Because Bawumia will never. In Kwasiade, you think it will make Bawumia come to power. Now, let's stick to the basics. Who Adwoa Safo NPP for? And you see, the funny thing is, NPP for they had deals in this school feeding. From chairman, the general secretary, women's organizer, national, they all have contracts in this. Now, who Adwoa Safo? Say, Carlos now we are, and the careless now we are, and now when you're a very disheartening human being. And yet then also I audit and we say, in quarant to fifty tisa woba na ode eti eho favor. What the omba just basically the excuse for people to have sympathy on you. And yeah, say in quarant to 50 omodi 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, serve ediani eni so mudi. Sika wasi ya de man kwarane ye de mom ye mfa mom a nkwarane enya kwhye kwa ebi fa mu wu no And you one was for 4 years to pass before you come and tell us and say, oh, yeah, bad time. After your audit, you did not speak on it because you didn't cranny moon to think cranny. We are dangerous, chain poison. So you looked on, you watched, you sat back because humanity America. Because any Jimmy, and you to be now to America, your TikTok video. Now was slang the Sunday ye. Now your mamma no more yeldo. Omo aya de domiabra. Omo aya concentrate. Your mamma no omuko jobubano. Omo maned sikana unim sayem famo muna. And Korani yedu pendino. You had no problem for 4 years for these kids to go through hell. Now I don't know what catch Ghana for say. Yentie because you go papa company. Are you okay? Do I care about your father's company? So papa, ejuma oye no say so ani, and anke ejuma eye papa pa, kamu nyina mu jai ko boa mo papa. Oh papa, with all due respect to him, adia oye no, say eye adia, why already say, or person or set example, Emma Ghana fo nyina ehu edi na chia, anko mamu nyina mo be na ejuma ni bi. Ade chichire Ghana. But what crowd will not want to papa car crano since our pay the car, unchu papa can do kwanko kumasada. Because you don't even trust your father. Oh papa intelligence done it him. A dear gadget now papa ya is fear we use. And this is the stupidity we have been dealing with. In Tiandano, NPP for Nina said Adwoa Safo Kasa. Now let me tell you something. What Adwoa Safo is doing, when we gap, they know Bawumia will definitely go for a woman as running mate. Adwoa Safo, ohun who say with the MP, ohun who say with the minister, ohun who say she's not going to go lower. All that she needs to do now is to fight to be a running mate to Bawumia. So right now, basically, what she is doing is say, one, she wants to clean Bawumia and separate Bawumia from Ekufuado, and then she will look like a clean person by throwing dead people under the bus. Because the fact of the case is to say, Maamina wo wuna oka asema to so no dey na chira say the Adwoa Safo ka no maame no she actually did it. Girl, we were a dangerous woman. The woman is dead. The woman she's accusing nipa no na betre na osipe no esapa no ogu nanim ase no. The woman is dead. The woman lived with you throughout. You could not have the balls and the holes to sit on TV to tell Ghanaians to say, this woman is corrupt. She is forcing me to be corrupt. I don't want to be corrupt. I have done an audit. The president is ignoring to publish it. You sat there. Who is going to speak for the woman? And who says that what you are saying is the truth? Who, right now, what can I select him? When you be a one samanka, but Mamina wo Mamina want me be in one no. Mamina, all that you are saying, we cannot verify. No, that woman is dead. Into would the overstep on a dead woman, may her soul rest in peace, to become relevant? This is abominable. Adia we are no air time. We are not stupid. You are so despicable. Say, Obia weja ma, weja kunum, weja busia. Na Adwoa Safo ende nyamin pengu. Na ka bia bo wekum. Na adia chi mo bia be gina radio so. Without any documentation. You want to tell me you are Adwoa Safo? Said the audit you put together, you did not have a copy with you. You are so selfish. You as a minister, you prepared an audit report. You want to tell me say only that report, Ekufuado Nkwando only report. Don't you have a copy of the report? At least show us the copy of the report to prove say the woman as some can because there are records to prove say you are a liar. Adwoa Safo, you are a liar. You are dangerous. And you see, the NPP as a political party, that is how they are. And you see, I know say Ghana for Jimmy. Suddenly, Adwoa Safo appears from nowhere. Adwoa Safo appears from nowhere and she knows everything about the party. Everybody is bad. Bawumia is good. Ekufuado is a bad person and his team. So, see me as a good person. Bawumia is a good person. Let Bawumia be president. Are you mad? What do you say, Jimmy? From nowhere, Adwoa Safo appears having a radio. Let me tell you, That thing you see Adwoa Safo doing, they orchestrated it. She came to condemn the report na Oseche Bensa Bonsu eka ho asem no. This Adwoa Safo de oye no, Adwoa Safo Bawumia sat down to do this. Because you see, if Adwoa Safo can go close to Bawumia, the vice presidential candidate, she needs to clean herself first. But first, before she can be trusted, she needs to separate Bawumia from Akufo-Addo. Anything else we see in the conversation, it is all about Bawumia nyashi, me nyashi, Akufo-Addo mo die. Bawumia nyashi, me nyashi, Akufo-Addo mo die. So what she is trying to do is she has gone so low to even step on a dead woman, to use that dead woman to be relevant. That is what makes Adwoa Safo dangerous. Jezebel and Adwoa Safo difference. But the most dangerous thing in Ghana say, the NPP as a political party, they know say the Adwoa Safo eken nyinano, they are guilty because they were all involved in a criminality. Mameka Bincho. Central region school feeding, Canada Japan played 90% role in it. Yes. Emma no mudi sika of Central region. Canada Japan on na yom camping of Central regional. Or no any lead ya omu yesa no mano edemema mema emma no mono. It is if Adwoa Safo is saying say road in for Central regional, Adwoa Safo is technically telling you say Canada Japan and call for na ya krom for. Are you listening? Say Adwoa Safo ende Ojina also reporter yen nyina da. Because the funny thing is from poor boating extra report come Akufo-Addo. This Akufo-Addo nsem Echo Jubilee House Afribo Paramoji no. When Akufo-Addo refused to release the report, from poor boating released the report. So Adwoa Safo, I'm asking you a simple question. Where is the report? The audit report now we are in a way. You are despicable. You are using a dead woman's name to become relevant in Ghana politics. Are you not ashamed? Unfair. Are you not ashamed? Because you oversaw a regime that stole from Ghanaians. In any country, you will be going to jail because at least you had an idea or you knew about the corruption. You knew about the rot. For you to ignore the rot, for it to go on, it means you are also what? Involved in the corruption. So I said, well, in America, also could jail. Because from what you are telling us, you had known, you knew, you were in fact, you had copies, documentations to prove. So you having an idea and taking an oath in parliament and telling us to say, you are going to work to be truthful to Ghanaians. You are going to make sure Juma Obayeno, Emukroji, Ubeki Shabedi no crash Ghana for. That's what comes to Obi Bogana Kronwa. What do? The special prosecutor needs to come after you and jail you. Show us the audit report. Adwoa Safo should come out and show us the audit report because you cannot use a dead woman. You cannot be stepping on a dead woman's image to become relevant. Never. You are despicable at time. But let me show you something. Adwoa Safo status or Kasano. You see this? Adwoa Safo referred to the NPP National Disciplinary Committee for allegedly bringing the party's name into disrepute in her recent media engagement. Yes, see. Adwoa Safo NPP for say omo inviting so me share omo disciplinary committee adanya ensem na all kan no kura wom ni kura nim ogu party no ho fin. Is this a political party you want to give power to? Let's assume say Adwoa Safo who was involved in this corruption. Let's assume say Adwoa Safo who was involved. Let's assume say Adwoa Safo was not involved. A political party that wants us to trust it. Party a person ye GDD that it is a party that can fight corruption, a party that stands for transparency, a party that wants Ghanaians to trust it again after what we saw and went through as a people. And the Akufo-Addo MPP, Bawumia Kennedy Japan, or Seche Mensa Bonsu MPP, Napon Kwasiafo MPP. We have no belief, no trust for a political party that could not show us an iota of transparency and respect, you know. And the party say, watching Adwoa Safo asun adentina Adwoa Safo eka mo kro no asem. Is this the party that we should all wait and bring back to power? Is this the kind of party mo pese me betina ha na meka say NDC mo ntunti NDC na mo fa NPP mbra power na? What about this party na chere say they are ready to fight corruption? Ma catch them. The NPP as a political party is a foolish party. Omwe Jimmy. They are corrupt and they still believe say yeni ewo Ghana nyina Jimmy. And you see, I keep saying that the NPP, Adwoa Safo, the NPP as a political party, especially their current executives, the kind of things they follow. They are all content creators. A whole political party executives, they are always in the bush to say Nkusie. When they hear this, hey, they are like animals. The party has no leadership. They have no principle. They don't even ask or question things. They just follow like dogs. They are like pigs. So this political party, when in their right senses would tell me, say, a party that is trying to suppress truth. Let's say Adwoa Safo is telling the truth. For now, let's say Adwoa Safo or Kanokre. The political party is saying, man, Kanokre no. And you want me to sit here, now me can't Ghana for say, oh, NPP a party. You consider NPP. Me your dying. Am I a fool to come and sit here and tell Ghana for say party are suppressing no kre? Let's say Adwoa Safo kra for now or Kanokre, because Adwoa Safo connived with some people in this party to dupe us. Enti mami busa Adwoa Safo. Sa audit report now here no. Sa report ni chere say enkwara 7 who every month. That means say you looked on for kids to die every month. Sa report na wo kan wasema okoba no. Sa report na ewen. And now office wo na mo chro wa haban so. I am very sure you had an aide, a secretary. Time I would tell you enjoy no. Now aide in the office wo. Don't you have any copies of the report or the audit report you gave to Kufuor? Ewen. On kano kre. Nobody should pay any attention to Adwoa Safo. Adwoa Safo is basically fooling the NPP. She's fooling herself. Ochina otis oti radio so okasa kosia ena ba omianya hwe oka kosia ena Kufuor de oye papa o me penasebo ba omia de Kufuor me no wanya bi. That is all that she's doing. And then Mahmoud Baumia or you see Ghanaweb and or uses some people he thinks he can use. Because on him say NPP for Jimmy. What Adwoa Safo is doing is on a Baumia cleaning spree and also a potential running mate position spree. That's all. And the NPP they themselves they know. I'm a bokrono now here. Adwoa Safo can be. I won't leave NPP until Dr. Baumia becomes the president. I feel what you say in her interviews. I say on free NPP muda until Baumia be president. So now you know where she's coming from. Yes. Now you see where she is coming from. And you see, don't say Adwoa Safo the oyeno. NPP as a political party. They all know said the Adwoa Safo yeno. Omunyina na yebom. Adwoa Safo was part of the crime. Adwoa Safo, what that she is doing is to clean Baumia and is to clean herself. Because when him say in the future, there will be an opening. She wants to contest as a running mate. Baumia wa catch and said, then go there and clean Baumia and clean yourself. That is what she's doing. The Kennedy Japan factor, no, the Kennedy group, no, so they are there. They also know the corruption at Kennedy. They know the corruption about Baumia. Partner is what's on. No intelligent, honest Ghanaians should give NPP opportunity to even speak to them. They are corrupt. They are criminals. They don't respect the intelligence of Ghanaians because Ubusa will say, okay, the Adwoa Safo yeni no. The end game the end no oye the oye no. Busa wants a question. Busa Adwoa Safo say the oye nyina the end no oye the oye no. Because of Besa Baumia efan is a running mate. Because when you say NPP no, intro and the nanti. She's just lying to people. I'm giving Adwoa Safo one assignment. One. Or Chinanopa or Kokesbin. na so koye interviewer onfa audit report nenko. Adwoa Safo is a liar. NPP is a lying machine. Do not trust this tribalistic piglet party. Omu obi aso obi me see afenyo can lead your parliament no, or a content creator or a minority leader or a content creator. Or no actually want to know about picture. Hey, asabesi, hey, where the NTB that is what he's doing. Because on himself partner audio money, the 88, 87 pigs in parliament. Omwe Jimmy. And they have done this for years. We want the audit report. At least the audit report for now. Me sure say release it. Because from Paul Boateng, release that report he gave to Kufuor. So release your report and let us see. You cannot step on a dead woman. Adwoa, you are despicable. Adwoa Safo, you disgust people. And I expect your father to call you to order. Unless your father also agrees to this nonsense you are doing. Debi Ekache Ghana for say, majority of NPP for almost remember Kajem say with ska. You free scam, and so you politics through another than moi. On say Adwoa Safo to me call back to ne papa to go and work full time and ignore politics. Adwoa Safo told us as a mother, oba yare na se oba surgery. Aden menjai na mankosha intimate na ha. Adwoa Safo, you have all the time on this planet now to go take care of your kids. And ameboa. Adwoa Safo, una na oti radio so catch Ghana for say. Time a uja ejuma hokot na abruche no oba time ben e na metume gya ne ba sebio ye be ne surgery oda eye enkwampa ede ewuo mpa so na watena Ghana so ye adwuma enu ntina me gya ya me ye den me call me ba no. Adwoa Safo, you are out of power. You have all the time on this planet to go take care of your kids. What are you doing here? You are greedy. You think we are foolish. Oje say NPP for nyina o Jimmy Ghana for nyina Jimmy. It's not going to work. What makes you despicable is that Obia Wowu and Awubetia so they are relevant. How dare you? This is despicable. You disgust real human beings. Adia wo yen airtime. What you are doing is despicable, and go and tell Bawumia it is not going to work. Go and tell your NPP it is not going to work because Ghana for unyansa. Go and tell your minority leader, the content creator Aremeyaw Anas, that this is not going to work. Let me show you something. Okay. You see, Bank of Ghana, Addison, what has happened? National security, Ako Addison fee. And in the process of investigating Addison, they had to confiscate a lot of things from Addison because it is part of the investigations. When the FBI gets a warrant to come to your house, when they come there, the warrant gives them the right to pick anything they believe will help them in their investigations. It is not something we've not heard before. When the FBI gets a warrant from court, from a judge, and they say, go to this guy's house, go and do your investigations. When they enter your house, they can take okuraba, because if it is going to aid them in their investigations, it's part of the process. So at the end, see that when national security people get a warrant and enter Addison's home to start their investigations, they have the right to take anything they want to take if it's going to aid them in their investigations. So nobody, actually, wait, Jimmy, actually, you are foolish. Actually, you want to do politics with everything. And I've seen somebody like Franklin Kujo, because your IGP has been kicked out, you want to foolishly use your big stomach to act as if you are intelligent. So you are going to go after national security. Nobody can stop the national security from doing their job. If they get the right notification and permission, the national security should be able to investigate whatever they want to investigate. Are you not the same people who are talking about transparency and accountability? Did Addison tell anybody in Ghana he was slapped? Did Addison tell anybody in Ghana he was harassed? The national security went in there, and with the warrant that they are holding, they have the right to pick anything that will aid them in their investigations. So what is the big deal here? It is because the content creator minority leader, when we say NPP for Jimmy, so he's using them to build what? To build his political career. They want to turn the whole thing into a Richard Jakpa NPP thing. Omwe Jimmy, this guy is a content creator minority leader. He will assemble them and he will use them. The national security has come out to say they didn't take anything. Suddenly, shockingly, 10,000 Ghana cedis. Ayiranti, Yankoya press conference. Earring ayira, necklace ayira, into Yanya press conference. You see how foolish these people are. Addison till date, have you heard Addison say somebody harassed him or harassed his wife? If the earring is going to aid them in their investigations, did they say that earring, the question here is 10,000 Ghana citizens per Edenyano Addison fee. Wow, Tiemino, Equasum. The air one say, buy no Addison fee no 10,000 Ghana $600 and they're done in pesos. 10,000 Ghana citizens per Edomuye. The Attorney General told you whatever raid that happened at the former Bank of Ghana Governance House, it had warrants. They had warrants. What Aremeyaw Anas, the content creator, the minority leader or content creator, no, he failed to tell or say in his content creation, and I said what he did, no, his press conference now, the content creation, no, empty money storage boxes found in ex-Bank of Ghana Governor Addison's home. Money boxes, empty. O yisikari nyina no wie no de 10,000 Ghana beto nem paso. Why didn't Aremeyaw Anas speak on this? Because when the national security guys went there were money boxes. What is money? Money boxes. What was it doing there? Sika, omudi boxes omudi sika gumo Bank of Ghana, ABCC Addison fee. Ni nyina ye empty. But sika omu hu ye, nyankopon hu ehunti. Omu hu $600 pe. 10,000 Ghana. And the show be shitasi. And the done them. Addison or da or discuss. You see, and they failed to tell Ghana for this part of the story. And they want it to look like, say, Jakpa and a Sebio or Tatanko for. So we are minority leader, and so when you're TikToker. What you need to do first is to pick a phone and call the Attorney General. And ask the Attorney General, you have heard that there's been a raid at the former governor's home. Did they have the warrant, the permission? If the Attorney General says, I have nothing to do with it, I have no knowledge, but because Aremeyaw Anas, and yet the content creator, the minority leader content creator, no, or pe say, Obiabe try the camera, Obiabe jina denim, onim se NPP for Jiminti, or say fast, press conference, because every single thing should be about him. Aremeyaw Anas is a content creator. He knows what he's doing with the NPP. Onim so mwe Jimmy to say, straight dogs now, and I said rabies dogs on the streets of New York. No, on so omuni home, they don't have locket a chair on my dress. On my say, straight dogs. I said, one grammar on New York, a bontreso. They don't have a dress. And Aremeyaw Anas has taken his time to analyze the NPP. On so mwe Jimmy, Kamadama PJ, ne 12 Jenny, or the Aremeyaw Anas, the political career is a beans. Mami Penina, what's not politics? Mwache say. Where Jimmy Kuranika Aremeyaw press conference Yemusa the authorities are yes see omabe raid and say did they have the permission? But appear where Jimmy politics Jimmy no osoro na obobo achichidi echi entuma hye nufu ase no the air den angwa for the nufu so osoro da ho yaketesia wo ma Aremeyaw Anas content creator way Jimmy no, and that is what they are living with now. So you see obo so na jo. Yes, NPP executives, sorry. Adia, Choboy, you go police station, you see at TSMB, Choboy, because Jimmy, the party lacks direction. How many times can you do that in 8 years, 16 years, 32 years, 42 years, 48 years? How many times can you do that? You need to be tactical about the way executives of a political party react to issues. The party lacks leadership. The party is full of fools. Aremeyaw Anas is a content creator who basically has turned himself into a minority leader. And on your party, no more Jimmy, go on the NPP platforms, go on their TikTok platforms. It is all about Aremeyaw Anas because or the yeska on your some way Jimmy. The question we need to be asking as a political party in opposition, the first question you ask yourself when you say, please, I want to know, Attorney General or the National Security, who is the head? I, as the minority leader, I want to ask, who actually gave or sanctioned this raid? Also, Attorney General said, Mr. Minority Leader, content creator, I did not. I don't know anything about it. You call the IGP. IGP, I'm the minority content creator. Who gave the permission for people to raid the governor's building? I'm the IGP. I have no knowledge. National Security. Then, you as a content creator, you can bring out your content. But so stupidly of these fools, Madam Apia Jaden and Kuala Omaka Komberewa Omaka or Patum Jiminti, Omudi Boy Witch. So they get up and they say whatever they want to say because omunim say the followers of the party are piglets. Omunim say omwejimi. JB Dankwa Kaye or say the foolish masses are the ones that are following the NPP. They actually analyze their level of thinking. JB Dankwa na Safo no. Omo will say the party do the NPP chi no mo nkenkan ko school omo jimi omadwene wo form omadwene I say ngo until they can use simple tactics to use them. Yet Kroma na JB Dankwa ko US embassy say yentua ne ka. US embassy JB Dankwa sorry say na me pay ma. These are the kind of people we are looking at. JB Dankwa Ekufuado wofa otumi sorry no pa hohoro ne to no akobo US embassy me pay ma yo muntua me ka a flag bearer, a presidential candidate for this piglet party. Otumi walk it to the embassy of the United States in Ghana demanding salary. Why she adana muntua me ka. He's a snitch. Such people are not supposed to be mentioned in our history. These are despicable piglets who are not supposed to be given space. Nipa fin we mutumi sorry no mo kasete ya jeje ne Kwame Nkrumah. These are people who worked against this country. Treasonous characters. Why should we even entertain such dirty fools? Why should we be having this conversation today? Why should we be even considering the NPP in our conversation? Because there's no leader. They lack leadership. The person leading them is a content creator. A whole parliament flag bearer of a party. Remember, I said we are serious. JB Dankwa. Time JB Dankwa ko ball a US embassy punum ewo Accra. Say yentua ne kana nisika mbaye no. Na oya flag bearer of NPP. Na oya omo flag bearer or the Bawumia. How on earth? Now the boldness. Sibi onya kukudro to me sorry hokoro the tubo the to powder. Eden the yutia na noka kan. I have not been paid 6 months. Give me my salary. Like the infantry at that thing, I feel say Ghana ya omodia. You are snitching on your country, and in open light, you are demanding for your salary. And these ingrates, JB Dankwa Safo we the we sit here, they want to build this nation with us. They will sell us. And anything they could for the call US, Kochina Abrofo him say, he wants a Abrofo to go and attack Burkina Faso. These are not people to listen to. These are not people to reason with. Ghana and we are not supposed to even sit at the same parliament with the NPP. Never. And we need to get serious as a people. You might not like me. I don't fucking care. 90% of mo amon pemasem a pain and a woman kumem. I didn't think Kevin to me did John Mahama about power. Right now, no, or time woman Mahama and I will form more time Mahama. But the funny thing is, I'm not going anywhere. I am going to stay here for 42 years. And make sure that the NPP is nullified. They don't deserve to be part of Ghana's history. Shadia. 2-3 days ago, and Meka Asimu Hachemu, the new boss, General Mante, to head a NACOC. And the major drug bust 2 days ago or a day ago. NACOP nabs notorious Nigerian trafficker with $2.1 million worth of cocaine and heroin in Ghana. On say, Otuabapa. It takes time, but you see it. On say, and the Ghana, you are confident. You are breathing new air. You are seeing, say, no, things are changing. It is not going to be easy for John Mahama and the NDC, but they will do it. When was the last time I would say, Yachi Obi? Cocaine, heroin in Ghana. Yadia Braba Chiramo. Every day, a Chiana Dan Kunkunte. Before election 2024, me a whole expose of a ship a bed docky work, Tema Port. Omuchi cocaine ma. They sacked everybody from the port. Making sure that ship on the call. This is the first time in about 9 years, sir. A government about power, less than 4 months. Drug peddler. Okuta cocaine heroin, almost $2.1 million. Where is street market? So heroin and cocaine now $2.1 million. No? When it's cut into three, you can't say cut out here. Cocaine attribute obo besabiano. Omude edrofu fro frame. And this osa coke atriba kwa. Na sebe costed $500. Osa di eye kunkunte one eye atriba ko fra. It will be it will double to $1,000. Into the money you are seeing like that, on the market, it is like 3 times. Don't joke. And you need to understand, these are the kinds of people I also say, so this man I was talking about, the head of NACOC, in collaboration with these people, they have been able to stop such a drug deal. Things have changed. Things are changing. This is what we need. I don't care about who is insulting John Mahama and insulting the NDC, because nobody can take NDC out of power when the NDC keeps doing what they are doing, and we make sure we use the facts and the truth to protect them. I don't care. All bloggers around the world, all media houses in Ghana can gang up against the NDC. Nobody can take NDC out of power, because I'm going to use the facts to defend the John Mahama NDC administration, and I will make sure they stay in power for 42 years. Nobody. And this is what we have been talking about. Makacham se me gu MPP. We will make sure, say, this party never come close to power, because you see, only dangerous. It's a very dangerous political party. Now, MPP for mentality is say Ghana be ye die, and NDC MPP nye. It's a MPP and ye Ghana ngu. That is the mentality. And we chira meti on TikTok. Now in Ghanbi, and with all due respect, majority of, and it hurts me to say this, majority of NPP for platforms say what TikTok. I'm telling you. And you see, there women say, when you listen to them, and they say you being a Democrat in America and listening to Fox News, you want to understand how they think. So when you see a Democrat like myself watching Fox News, it's not because Fox News can convince me. It is because I want to understand how they think, so that when I am assessing them, I will know how to assess them. And sometimes I like to listen to those things. And when you go on TikTok, na uko tie sibi omo kasa, it is obi to be beer and kasa ai ena de sire de and de omo man tie ho ya me se kwasea uko te ho akose kuraba be mu o te ho akwahe ehe na woko yen tie ho yen asantefo de yen tie ho na yen tie ho free ganhwe jimi we yen fa chekere man. And with all due respect, enya asantefo nyina, but I'm talking about majority of the people who follow the NPP. That is their mentality. They think it's something against them. It took a TikToker. Oh my dear, you say it is us against Ghana. You cannot fight Ghana. Wallahi, nobody can fight Ghana, because Ghana they decided who becomes president. Enter John Mahama, president. No, nobody can fight Ghana. No tribe in Ghana can fight Ghana. This is the time the party needs to sit back and reflect. Muamudi party, you cannot rise above Ghana. You can't. There is no way a tribe in Ghana can rise above Ghana, because Ghana rises in a 1.8 million gap better Bawumiane Mahaman Tim. That was Ghana. That was not a tribe. That was not a group. Until you people understand that, baby, and that is what I keep talking about every day. And I'm able to go into their head to understand the Semetumegu party. When I say Semegu MPP, it's not just mere say, I am in their head. I know how they think and their level of intelligence. It gets to a point, then it starts to shake. Now drop it. Because they don't want to allow their brain, their level of thinking to cross some particular line. Into a drop and a cross line, and I start to shake it, then it drops. Because they don't want to allow it to happen. Majority of MPP followers, supporters, they are ignorant, they are foolish. It is them against Ghana. And I swear to God, nobody is above Ghana. No chief, no queen mother, no whatever, nobody. So the better you come along and understand the fundamental things we can all do to help this nation, nobody can nullify Ghana. It's a pain, and it's education. It's about realizing you people should sit back, have some deep reflection. Into me, my spare time, I listen to NPP. Yes, and I can handle NPP. Because I know how they think. Majority of them, they think like chicken. That's how they think. I'm telling you. Me, I know the NPP. Me, I read the NPP. I've never listened to NDC shows. Because what I need, it is not there. What I need are NPP shows. When 2 or 3 or 4 NPP for shape, I say moi. You see, they cannot get out of their NPP sem to discuss Ghana. Their problem, no. Intimino, I am in their head. I know how they think and how far it can go. Anytime to meet I say me good party no, and you can see slowly there's no party. And my catch them by the time I John Mahama and Muma Yebufu Ghana, John Mahama will contest again. Into Mumbra Muwasi. Yes, you have no idea. Into Mumbra Muwasi. I am in your head. I control your heart. I control the party. Me say me can on my platform with so. You people can get all the bloggers, everybody. Me, I will nullify all of them. Because what I carry is fact. That when I carry me, I don't carry a year in Kwasiake. I carry this. This is my strength. I carry the fact. That is my strength. And so far, me name any of your bloggers or your news people who can contest my fact. None of them. Most of them call to me drunk and kind. They are straight dogs. Come I crack chain in Domukum. You know my address. They have no address. You have to understand, you don't have any backing. But you a bear man. Uncles of campaign Tiajo Mahama. Munina Mumbra together and form a unit. Me the way I will defeat you all. Because I understand, I know, and I believe in Ghana, any Ghana for na mini omokasano. I am confident in what I do because of the facts I hold. Nobody should underestimate NPP foolishness. Can't you able to develop it? 42 years, your man who quiet near your NDC. They will falter, they will make mistakes. But one thing about the NDC, you and I know, they respect us and our intelligence. The moment a political party respects your intelligence and respect Abana Watono, that political party needs to be kept because they are human enough to understand the NPP that they are mobile power. It's a big political party. There are people, our character along the way might change, but the concept and idea and vision of the party and the focus, no, it's still there. And that focus, now yet every facility, and I say project our Ghana we come and NDC. So if we are able to guide the NDC for the next 42 years, I swear to God, Ghana now more penamon sabeka. Yes, and it's a dedicated one. It is a longer term thing near you. Huh? Senka a short term adena me yanka me jaida dada. I'm telling you. Adea me yewe just for Mahama to be president. Anka me jai se me wie. Adea me yewe. I have been able to nullify a whole political party with facts. Makacham said there's comedy around. A man for the comedy. Obi onkuta fact be a comedy no more. Yen kuta fact no. So we can openly say we brought the NDC to power. No fool, no idiot, no comedian, no stray dog. Because there's no evidence of any facts to support anything now. Actually say, Obi to me John Mahama about power and NDC about power. So Obi say, a strong street in this one. Onka say, I will do everything to bring NDC down. Nobody, because I am here. I am telling Ghanaians an authority. Saying, just to bring Mahama to power. Come here, Mejuma. And I'm come here. Because my job was to take NPP out of power, and you're out of power. But it's a long-term project. It's a 42-year project. It's a project for me to make sure, say, Ansana Mewuno, 42 years, the NDC stays in power. That is the project. I feel I'm a catch them. Into Obia Junior say, may your idea way to bring Mahama to power. Mahama react. W. Me, it does not matter who comes after Mahama. I am here to protect the NDC with the fact to make sure that the 42 years agenda, it has been accomplished. So this goes beyond John Mahama. This goes beyond John Mahama. It goes beyond just seeing Mahama. No. This is bigger. This is a long-term project. If you don't underestimate what you are seeing, if it was about John Mahama, I should not be on TV again. I should not be here because whatever you do now, John Mahama won't free power. 4 years will be chat. Why do I have to be on TV? The biggest scandal on earth can fall on John Mahama. He will still finish his 4 years. But that is not a job. The job is to guide, protect, make sure good governance is protected for 42 years. That is my calling. And majority of the people you are seeing, the stray dogs and all that, they will all disappear. I will be here. They will all disappear. They will go. They cannot stand it. At a point, they will get tired. The streets will swallow them because they don't have an address, because they don't have a locket to locate who their owners are, because they are stray dogs that carry rabies. And stray dogs can't hold evidence. Stray dogs can back. Stray dogs will always be walking around. Stray dogs cannot sit in an office in the studio. No. It is only people who have credibility and ready to use the facts, like myself, with facts. That is why I say There are some fights that are fought behind the scenes. You get the results very soon. But as I sit here, no living being in Ghana, also a blogger, journalist, our person or the Jandam, and they destroy John Mahama and the NDC government. Nobody, I will nullify you. In the case between Anas and Kennedy Japan, New Jersey, Supreme Court. Now, there's this misinformation and disinformation. NPP eti social media, and you see, when somebody uses your platform to misinform and disinform, you, the person on that platform, can be held liable. And sometimes people don't know. When it comes to the U.S. courts, when it comes to the laws in America, and then last time I can say, even things you say on social media, especially when you're in America, and maybe against the government or against government policies and things the government is putting in place. So what's America? That's where you say you can even speak against it because of freedom of speech. At a point that your speech can be used against you. And to say, Ujina social media can say, me repeat America for me no American kwarada. You can be called to answer that on what basis them will cast as someone. Nipa only or madam no more saying that alone you can end up in jail as a pedophile. Yeah. You can so what we social media can say America judge for you Jimmy Obian to me. That alone a citizen can take you on, and if you are not able to prove, you end up in jail. And you see, when you live in this country, anytime you say me koku osono kusie more time to kill a rat or a mouse, whatever you call it. I have time, and I add pieces and pieces of things to get what I want. But Anas asemi I'm making, you need to understand the say asembia is see or court one. So if you call yourself a journalist in America, na say person who approach sa asemono. Na say oka asemona, as far as you have a platform, make sure that anybody who comes on that platform, one, has the facts to back their statement, because it's got to do with judges, it's got to do with jury, it's got to do with the United States of America law. It is a wide you say you can just quote some things and you can just spew it out. For just using that platform, bringing people on to misinform alone, you can end up in jail. And a citizen, a regular citizen, can take you on and say you cannot underestimate or malign or denigrate, that's the right word, the United States laws, especially when it is the New Jersey Supreme Court. Now, now the conversation about Aremeyaw Anas, 18 million akopie court say yes Kennedy Nkutia, yes ma Kennedy Nkutia no. Now the conversation has been deduced. You are taking conversation about Fuma Kwakudru pictures, any videos are you can or court. Now, mo amuti America, mo mako school, Ghana for amuti America mako school. Can you just pick a camera and enter a courtroom and film? As a journalist, if you call yourself a journalist, wako school. So unjimi na unimadia. Now, if you know what you are doing, can anybody just walk into just even your room and pick a camera and take a picture of you or take a video of you?
So whether the judge allowed them to video or they told
this is how low journalism has come. You see, they be a catch Ghana for say, enye ebia inkumbi or atare woto, ana Sunday or Saturday powder be other bokum. And I know maybe I would have nim. I can't be Jenny who makes you intelligent. I keep saying these are some of the people are your more chance. And I blame Kwame despite. And the misinformation. Utie Sanko for me, no more say. They're no friend who journalist no air catch any pan say. Anas lawyer say. So if you are a journalist, what is your job? Because then it means you have actually had a conversation with Anas's lawyer. If you are going to pose this question or this is going to come into a conversation, the best thing to do is to ask for that to prove to the world, because their conversation all boils down to Kennedy Nkutia because Anas and or the camera are court. And it's how a journalist now to what I will say. Anas lawyer say, maybe Anas lawyer some more catch on no bois. Now, can you as a journalist sitting there on that platform, when you are called to answer for allowing that guy to misinform, what basis, what evidence are you going to stand on to prove your case? Because Anas lawyer can tell you, I didn't say anything like that. So I cannot, that's why I record here. He can tell you, he is not obliged to show you that. So what do you do as a journalist? I am talking about protecting your credibility and protecting the job you do and understanding the fundamental job you are doing. Actually, what Jimmy? Actually, what Junior will say, this is a clear-cut case of shutting down somebody who is foolishly ignorant and wants to stupidly rant because of what has happened in the Supreme Court in New Jersey as a battle between NPP and NDC. This is clearly to tell you, say, majority of Nkwasiafo no muti radio so ne TV for na amo say omo no mo conduct makachem Ghana makachem me say san Nkwasiafo muti radio so ne TV so omo journalist no so we telephone conversation any interviews to free they cannot speak for 10 minutes from omo dream to tell you what they think about issue. They can't do it. 90% of Nkwasiafo muti TV so say journalist no me say so we interviews to free. Anytime I'm better now, I surround with foolish people to talk to. Because me sitting here, I do my homework before I come here. I can sit for 10 hours. I will tell you everything and back it with fact. Because my job here is to educate you. My job is my job here is not to bring somebody to come and share their opinion. So it is not my job to bring people to come and share opinions. It is my job as a journalist to tell you what you want to hear, the facts. So I have a lot of work on me. Mr. Renopa, my name is Tim. It is our job to go find the truth and let you know. That is why when you come on my platform, hardly do you see any monkey sitting on it and saying, I want to share my opinion. Na kwasiawa boa, no better me show share opinion. Now go can be na me to me and hold you I will end up in jail. No. But when you believe in what you do, you have the intellectual know-how and intelligence, deep intelligence to understand what you are doing. You do your work, you fact-check your work before you sit there to allow pigs to make statement against a court. Anas ko court. Video aba. Yasi Anas lawyer can also bring permission. Anas lawyer on Belgium. Anas lawyer on him how to send an email. The way you were able to contact Anas's lawyer, you can use the same channel to contact him to give you the evidence proving say America court benbe who's a camera wa air filming nipa. These are very dirty people. America visa ayefo. Sebio kwasiebia to be ba American tea and Ghana ye Jimmy tea to be free obia journalist. Now, let's dissect the matter. This document you see here. We want more Jimmy. Most of us are inclusive for we so. Ye Jimmy Tra. You see this document. This is a request. A request that the Anas team sent to the court to ask for permission to film and to take still pictures. Any fool sitting on radio and TV in Ghana, America has said, or a journalist, go to the court, just ask. The court will give it to you. Just ask, send an email. Send an email. This job is so easy. It is not complicated. I don't know what Jimmy sir. Why say toilet mumwa? I don't know what Jimmy sir. Send an email to the court and tell the court you want evidence to this. Is this there? The court will hand it over to you. Na nkwasiafo mo hunyenyenyan Jimmy matete tinkwa ya iremoni mabetata camera nimu ekeka nkwasiasem adentia ya kuromuni ya party ni NPP candidate Japan asama to ninti ya nsay American court ya ngu court nenimase. Why do you do that? Now this document is request of permission to photograph electronic record of or broadcast a court proceeding. Into the Anas team, they sent a document. They requested that can we film? Can we take still pictures? I did not make this document up. These are documents from the court that any person can just ask for. When you enlarge the document, let me show you and let me read the document to you. In class 4, this is what you see. These are the facts. Mwe Jimmy Dodo, mudi munkura se samru fi wurem. Ma betina brochire. Monumu kan mabebo jantira ti krom ha. Mo prekese. Mo nimu say entwamoa good radio so Facebook Jimmy mo. This is the document. It is not difficult. It is so easy to do that. Mo hu fin in Chamwan asefo mo dwen se mo betumi de san konkonsan nkwase akeka no saa e de NPP aba power enya dwuma in the name of journalism. Yeah journalism. Yeah journalism. Eyi asema ya nyenyem wo eyi asentim mo agimi. Now look at the records. Say completed forms must be submitted to the assignment judge, trial court administration, designee for approval. Date of request 3/17/25, March 17, 2025. Name of requester yakataso. Telephone number of requester yakataso. Affiliation freelance journalist. So a freelance journalist who was part of the whole thing, who also went to cover, actually requested to take their cameras, to take videos and still pictures. A freelance journalist. So you don't need any special accreditation. You just have to put in a request. A yase mafwo ya mo papa de mo maame ko hyehyɛ yase ene be gyenye munti mo ayese moa mo dwen se enye NPP Ghana wu kwasiafo mo hu fin. Now when you go down there you see this permission to request for name of person attending, that has been covered. Name of case L2918-22, judge courtroom number Jeffrey Edini Neohono, date and a shohono. Now I request permission to use recorded equipment for the following activities. Check all the blah blah. And they ticked video, still photography. Video and still photography. These are the two things that the freelance journalist requested. A person or taking video and still photography. That's all. Dirty people from dirty roots. Then when you go down there, you see specific equipment to be used, phone and camera. It is there. Inti abua be na eka se Canada Japan. Den when a man one kwan and a den you just need to do this. This is simple. You just need to put it in. You get it. Now, mutual request we know, was it granted? Yes. Was the request granted? This is what they got back after they sent the request. The request was granted. Go to the court. Now, this is Martha Estrella, to the person who sent the freelance journalist who requested to be able to do that in court. Good afternoon. Please see the approved request for video and still photography in the matter XL 00291-8-22 in Judge Beecham's courtroom on 3/18/25 or Beckham, whatever you want to call it. Regards, and you can see clearly Martha Estrella, administrative specialist 4. They actually requested, they got a permission to do that. The documentation is there, the phone number is there. Excess vicinage, New Jersey Court, Superior Court of New Jersey. What else again do you need? There's an email there. What kind of journalism is this? And you allow goats and sheep because you see journalism now for kwasiabia to be for guests. Kwasiabia to be for guests. Nipa findia to be for guests. Momesala was no bianca na adwene. Now so that thing there is easy for everyone to do. It is easy. I can line 15 people up on my show. And Adwene was saying, hey, where the NTS here? Now so Adwene was saying, kwasiabia one body brebi no fi bi. No abefana tena so ono na discuss Ghana. Now who were you man saying? What is your job as a foreign tutu nia? What is your job? This is what we are talking about. The misinformation is too much. This is easy to do. Just ask for it.
Even $50, I'm not saying he will end up paying more. Mark my word. I'm telling you. Do this.
You see the misinformation. Memeni Anas and Kabe Sue Akwawe. This is total disrespect to the court. Omumi and Akoto Pakistan for space no Moshe said here. Omuchi 1944 World War plane. Nkurasifo aba America. Omakoto Pakistan for space ashe. Kurasifo. Omumi and Akoto Pakistan for space ashe. I said Vietnam welders etiti kekan kwasi asem disrespecting the court. Disrespecting the court. And a fool sits there and say, I am a journalist. You're disrespecting the court of the land. How can you do that? How can you live in this country and you disrespect the court? A dear free court by you people sit and misinform and disinform everybody. I didn't grasp for about town. I'm going to Pakistan for space ashe into Omuti America. Yeah, they are different from Ghana for Jimmy. I saw mu chief World War II plane. In Kwasia somewhere near town Abedru How. They know nothing. They are ignorant. These are people, they led you people to go vote for Kufuado in 2017, 2016. I'm telling you. And I'm better in America. Says I tell you, Jimmy. Yet your brochure, your basement, and you see a red dross, and a tia brochure, mobile the mutina bepim dine your bema uramoto, and then the mobeka krumha. Yet any Jimmy. And I'm Ghana to Bonkum, Ship House, a mukan, and a mokan kwasiasem. Mot young kwasia campaign me Kufuado wie. A Kufuado wini ya, Ghana muya ding, and a trom, mobatana, and a mutitara dying, and a fetcher moto, and a dear bema to your munende, baby mobadanini pa. Kwasia 4 must say Krorum, must have a drew her upon the mobile who are hanging on. You still don't want to get away from your stupid tribe, your stupid tribal party, who sing. Dirty people, very dirty people. You can see they are dirty, and we are not going to allow that to happen again. We will make sure we protect the court. We will make sure we protect our credibility of the news that comes out of the court. We will make sure. I want you to be very attentive. Some people are making a lot of noise about Adentina, John Mahama, Epam Dampare. Adentina, John Mahama administration, a change Dampare. Adentina IGP, he was doing a marvelous job. Why did they change him? The issue here is Dampare position in Papadia. Dampare position in Mamedia. Dampare is an ordinary policeman who got the opportunity to serve as an IGP. It is Obiaba, no who say, I cannot work with you, I can work with another policeman like you are. What's the big deal here? Why should we make these things look like Dampare, the service away the BC and for church on Kwasia articles? Personally, I don't have an issue with Dampare, but Dampare is not the ultimate in Ghana policing. No. Now, the new IGP, the Assembly to Abontine, or say, police PROs to resume media interactions. Put him there, Emma Assembly, very serious. This should let you know. Said, you're not moving in public, and police for jubilating. Dampare technically took the voice of the police and made it about himself. Do you know regional PROs who were paid as policemen to speak for various police stations around the nation? Dampare shut all of them down because Dampare wanted everything to be about him. It was only Dampare and a photographer who didn't cheer or winning photographer of the year in Ghana. Me Busame say Dampare photographer on pictures ben ucha. My wife is a senior photo editor at the New York Times. All the pictures you see from White House, every picture from New York Times, my wife they decided who goes there to take a picture. When a photographer from New York Times, any president took coin in the Air Force One, my wife they decided who goes. My wife would say, Dampare photographer, no pictures ben ucha Ghana, what be photographer of the year. You people can't you get it? Dampare turned Ghana Police Service, he turned it to himself. It was Dampare. Dampare did not give anybody any room. Dampare made the police service about him. And Intina, you people start to say Dampare was doing some extraordinary job. See that Dampare, psychologically, he's smart. And he read the Ghanaian for a long time. When he got the position, he basically became an IGP politician. And if you're not smart, you wouldn't know what Dampare was doing. It is seeing the policemen jubilating. It is not because they hate Dampare. It is because they realized that they were being led by a democratic dictator. in the name of an IGP who basically portrayed to the world to say he is a leader for all, but deep down there was no love down there and the police were not at liberty to do their job. That is why you saw the jubilation. It is not because they have a personal issue with Dampare. It is because the servicemen realized that for a long time they were living under some kind of tyranny, but Ghanaians could not hear them. Ghana Police Service personnel were screaming, we did not hear, because Dampare had used Oninanim to cover up their pain. So every time the police are screaming, the police have a problem. We are looking at, hey, IGP Dampare, hey, we were not looking at the plight of the personnel. We were not looking at what Dampare took from the Ghana Police Service. Dampare made the police about himself. Dampare had an ambition. He had a psychological effect on Ghana police and Ghana 4. And Ghanaians, at the end of the day, because we are dumb, we did not see it. How many of Ghana Police Service event and now who say a new name had dominated the event? Never. It was about him. If it's not Dampare the show boy, the event should die. If it's not Dampare coming to do what? To see some people, the event should die. You did not even recognize anybody less than, apart from Dampare in the Ghana Police Service. You don't build a police like that. Because they are equally people are almost the same rank to say, will be beating away IGP. So if you fail to let those people be recognized, you deliberately use the media to make it look like, say, anybody in the police who tries to speak up is an enemy to the police. You become a tyrant. And then Papa we buy and I'll see. We need to give the voice back to the police. But one thing he said that I like, I'll see, they should not move away from their professional job. If you have been given a job to speak for the police, make sure you are professional indeed enough. If you stick or you move away from the professionalism of the job you are doing as a PRO for the police, you have to be sanctioned. It is only in Ghana and Dampare became the mouthpiece of Ghana police. How is that possible? We need to be able to hear our police PROs talk in our respective regions. Dampare by office and shutting in down. Everything should go through Dampare. Dampare's photographer was considered important in Ghana police than police officers in Penny 4. Don't you know? You have no idea. Maybe a Dampare photographer police, senior rank police officer, you cannot sit there. That is how low Dampare ran our police service. So we were looking at the face. Somebody like Franklin Kujo Mono, they were not deep enough to understand what was happening. They were shallow. They were looking at the lifestyle. They were looking at the lifestyle IGP. They were looking at the paparazzi IGP. They were looking at the flamboyance. They were looking at the cheers Dampare was getting. They failed to look beneath Dampare, the people who made Dampare. Because if you don't get a police force that respects and believes in their leader, then that police force is weak. That leader is weak. Dampare was weak when it comes to policing. Dampare looked huge and he looked like a very flamboyant and very strong leader in the face of the media. But when you go down, Dampare was the most weakest IGP you've ever seen, because the people were not ready to die for Dampare. No police officer, in fact, majority of the police officers or the personnel were not willing to die for their boss, because Dampare had no connection with those beneath him. And that jubilation, and what was happening, the jubilation wasn't because Dampare. They were happy because a new man has come who at least see them as part of his office. That's all. The police needed that relationship. The police needed that coordination. The personnel down there, they needed it. Dampare did not give it to them. Dampare, the IGP, everything was about him. And Aremeyaw, did you even see or hear anything about any police officer? No. Everything went through Dampare because he strategically placed himself in a position whereby it would be difficult for you to even see his flaws. But I can't show the weakest IGP we've had in our history in terms of his relation with the personnel is Dampare. Yes. But a chair when you're smart, a chair politics, akata weni, a chair wajiri will say, you change Dampare, you who the motorbikes nam kwanso, you who the flamboyant, young Dampare is not young. Look at Dampare deep, he's old. Dampare is not young. It is hard to create two with him. You try Dampare picture bar, near Photoshop it, then the name is smooth. Dampare is not a kid, he's old. Dampare on to me press up 10, he's old. But because he's skinny, my dream say a young police officer, and you go for Penina, Dampare The idea here to make sure the police from bottom up is solid. No, he didn't have it. That was the quality he lacked. Leadership, coordination, understanding the people beneath him. He did not understand it. I don't hate Dampare. He's a police officer. Why should I hate him? But he lacked some things. That is why the president thought that he cannot work with him. There's nothing bad about that. He's still a police officer. He's still ready to serve Ghana. So why should he make it like a big deal? You change Dampare to being Cedar. And then you hear some old fools, Papa B, the former peace council, you know, you should give us reasons why we are sacking Dampare. Dampare, he slept with your wife. That's why we sacked him. The former peace council, and the president should give us reason for sacking Dampare. Dampare slept with your wife. That's why Mahama sacked him. That is the reason. When it comes to misinformation and disinformation, this platform, be very careful about it. And yet every platform, some platforms in Ghana are platforms that the NPPA use it to disinform Ghanaians. A typical example is Ghanaweb. The last time I'm back at Ghanaweb, Ghana for Ebika Kevin Taylor is insinuating, he's making things up on Pobia Sem or time NPP4, and there's no way I was saying better now. Then a Ghanaweb by me. What have they done to me? So why should I get up and say, me time Ghanaweb in tea? I'm telling Ghanaians, say, you should be very careful about Ghanaweb. Their captions and also their story. Say, oko to Ghanaweb story. With all due respect to Mua Mutumiken Kankakrano, do not just use the caption of the story to conclude. What you need to do is to read the story. Because Ghanaweb is a misinformation platform. Ghanaweb, they misinform a lot. And you see, every single day, me catch them say, any outlet, any outlet. I also making sure say, answer na obe picking news every baby no. I also nyabutre making sure say source no, any idea we read no, and for unko to problem and I say, any then, and misguide and my unko take decisions to be a enye. Are you a free or no now before election? Could you na Kumazika say, Omunjai garam say ne, enjai garam say ochna. Are you a free journalist? Ribusan say Ghanaweb wodia. Or my answers by 50. Oh, me wish you any dia, and me fa bansika. Ghanaweb, are you a free dia? Or to Ghanaweb over 1 million euros. Yeah. He stole from government. They say Otto Ghanaweb 1 million euros. Now, the issue in say, on him say or a public official. On him say Ghanaweb now what no people will question his source of wealth. On him say he cannot prove Ghanaweb now what no. And on him say the reason why Ghanaweb be and diano it was a way that was not right. Now are you a free him say when Ghanaians get to know say Ghanaweb no dia and omu use Ghanaweb for bawomia agenda. On him say Ghanaians will lose faith in Ghanaweb. It's what he's trying to do in say he is trying to disassociate himself from Ghanaweb that has turned into a bawomia platform. I can tell you on authority, Ghanaweb editorial is for bawomia. The agenda of Ghanaweb now is to prepare bawomia through Jandam to create an impression, say, the government of the day, a NDC government, and it's a bad government, and that Mahamudu Bawumia a better option for Ghanaians. Are you a free who is in the Bawumia camp? Bawumia for the United Canada Japan camp no munim. Osache Mensa will to camp omunim. Omo Amaka the other piglets, they all know say, are you a free or a day or you see Ghanaweb and or pese or the dada Ghana for? Now let's prove it. Let's bring the facts out. Na Ghana for who say, are you a free me mintino? Are you a free me nimuno? Are you a free or you business partner? But I want are you a free to be honest, because when you purchase something and at the end of the day, when you say one hour toya, why are you scared to be in public to prove to Ghana for say Ghanaweb and their NPP dia name mum and yet Ghanaweb na ye nimuno. Ghanaweb now we nimuno. It belonged to a guy called Rob. Now Rob no, now the partner, a friend of Mark. Rob no was more of the administrative person. Mark is more of the technical guy. Into these two people, the partners, Omo Abrofum Yenu, Omo no mu be a Ghanaweb. Now, along the way, to make it very easy for everybody to understand, along the way, no, Rob and Mark ebenya some confusion about ownership. So, at the end of the day, no, Rob and I say, okay, Yekuta shares were Ghanaweb, and I'm going to pay Mark off. Maybe Mark insisted that he does not maybe want to be part of the company. And his shares, no, say Rob Bitmato, he should buy it, say the Mark will go his way. Now, that moment, Rob was struggling a little bit. And I wouldn't say struggle. Maybe he thought to say, on any savings Hawaii and on to time pay a Mark off. Inti that moment, that was when na campaign season was Ghana. That was the time Bawumia Dems needed a platform. So when they picked intelligence to say there is a problem Ghana Web and are you a free in as a businessman? He came in, quote and unquote, as a businessman. And also, he can help Rob pay off Mark. Into Ayu Free came and raised money and gave it to Mark to work. So technically, Ayu Free is now a shareholder in Ghanaweb. So that is how he became a shareholder in Ghanaweb. Now, the moment Ayu Free a shareholder or Ghanaweb, what happened was he started dictating how Ghanaweb editorial policy should be. Now remember, Rob, he has always stayed with the principles, and he has always made sure that Ghanaweb would stay in that line, which is basically a news outlet that is neutral to publish the facts. So are you a free muno? And are you a free car say? Sasi cannot be Mark of our shareholder of Ghanaweb or a co-partner, a co-owner. He now started dictating the pace of how Ghanaweb should put their news out. Until Rob started seeing, say, Ghanaweb, some of the editors, they have been instructed by Ayu Free to start putting out fake news against John Mahama, against the NDC, against anyone who rises up in Ghana politics. The only person I won't throw anything about Baumia. And in fact, when people even write articles for them to publish, and it is about Baumia, and it is an article that is constructively criticizing Baumia, Ayu Free will insist to say that article should not be published. And it's all steady here. Before 2024 elections, Obeko Ghanaweb, not story or that picture in the war. One day Obeko now story now near his story in that was what was happening at Ghanaweb. And Ayu Free wanted to take over Ghanaweb and make it a Baumia campaign platform. Now, this is what happened. Along the way, Ayu Free started using government and tactics to make sure, say, he gets full ownership of Ghanaweb. And he played out well for him because at that point, he is a Baumia boy, he is in the Baumia camp, they have the money. So they frustrated Rob, who at the end of the day, or started Ghanaweb with the idea, say, it should be one of the platforms that are neutral, that will report on the facts. So Rob also got frustrated and did what? And said, say, you know what? I don't want to be part of a platform that sends out misinformation and disinformation because through that, it can destroy the nation. And Rob was like, you know what? I'm going to clean my hands and walk. And then Rob, he decided, say, Obeton Ghanaweb, Ediama, are you a free? Also, are you a free? Say, Ghanaweb, Yodia. He could not give a direct answer. Now, I'm not sure where the whole thing is. Are you a free? I say, wow, Chinabanka say anything we have put here is a lie. Now, what happened was, finally, are you a free? And Bawumiamu were able to push Rob out. Now, time Rob echo out or step out, he's left a message or he released a statement, a letter to all the employees at the Ghanaweb for them to know, say, he is no more part of Ghanaweb. And that there's a new leadership, there's a new owner, and how the editorial policy is going to go, he knows nothing about it. Now, this letter, which is dated, I was supposed to start something before this, but after this, I'll do that story. This letter, Ghanaweb was a letter we will publish it on our website for every single Ghanaian to go read. Every single worker at Ghanaweb, past and present, they have this letter. And this letter was from Rob, the former owner, to the staff of Superweb Technologies. Ghanaweb no. Now, Amsterdam no letter no free here. And you publish ma every worker at Ghanaweb. Make sure say Ghanaweb dia. Are you a free year dia? And internet, they are using Ghanaweb now as an NPP platform. Do not take Ghanaweb serious. A misinformation platform, a dangerous. Now, when you read the letter, Amsterdam, 27th October 2024. I want a free year to come out and say this letter is also a lie. It was signed by Robert Bellart. He is the founder of Ghanaweb. Now, what is in this letter? Dear former ADPU colleagues, say na Rob Troye, or say, as the founder and your former boss. So he was writing this letter as a former boss of Ghanaweb. So that time no, now a tongue Ghanaweb no. Or say, as the founder and your former boss, I hereby inform you about the ownership of Africa Web Holding BV. He goes on to say this. Mame ya enchi. This letter is from Rob to the workers of Ghanaweb, not me. Mame ya enchi. Put a pin in that name. Mame ya enchi is the legal owner of Africa Web Holdings BV. Rob said, Mame ya enchi bi. Now the owner of Africa Web Holding BV. Africa Web and Nuane Ghanaweb. Into Rob says, Siano, me trauma musemo former CEO and founder of Ghanaweb. This company now belongs to a woman called Aremeyaw Anas. Now, her brother David Enchi is the CEO of Africa Web Holding BV. And Rob Sakachom said, Nipa se obabe mu CEO no. Your friend David Enchi, Ninya ba any Aremeyaw Anas na company ni ane dia no. Inti Aremeyaw Anas na company ni ane dia. And David Enchi ni Aremeyaw Anas ni nuya ba ma wabe CEO of Ghanaweb. This is a letter from the former CEO to the workers before he left. Mr. P, Mr. S, make sure if some people are distracting, just take care of them. Now, Aremeyaw Anas is the wife of Dr. Nana Ayew Afriye, who is the actual owner. This is the letter from Rob. Aremeyaw Anas is the wife of Dr. Ayew Afriye, who is the actual owner. Rob went on to say this. Attached is a photo of Dr. Afriye and myself taken on the 24th of November 2022, 4/22 or 16/22, after we visited the public notary in Amsterdam to start the legal process of transferring ownership of Africa Web Holding BV to Protect Innovations Limited. There are two things I want you to put in your head. Aremeyaw Anas and Protect Innovations Limited. Rob is a company near Aremeyaw Anas dia. The OSC OCC and your friend David Enchi. Aremeyaw Anas ni nua. Company no Dr. Ayew Afriye na toye. Asama the former owner, the founder of Ghanaweb, letter or the ma Ghanaweb for ansana ofri adwumanim enie. Now when you go further, he says this. Or say we attach a picture of Ono Rob on it, Dr. Afriye. Omoko Amsterdam, omoko sign a document in the contractor or the company in the share Afriye to free in same. It Rob is saying, say, Ghanaweb was bought from him by Afriye. Only Afriye and a call Holland. Now, let's pause here. Now, I'm sure there. This is a picture, this is a picture of Rob and Afriye or Amsterdam. So what Rob was saying is true. This is the day. On it, are you Afriye? Echo Amsterdam. Echo signing documents na company Ghanaweb ebe are you Afriye dia. This is the evidence. This is Rob and this is Ayew Afriye in Amsterdam. Company na sebio ye kano. Ya say Aremeyaw Anas no. The company need the Protect Innovations Limited. And the tour sa Ghanaweb no. Now young Koso, I want to show you something. Now okay, letter now. This is what it says. Team, stay with me, please. All right. Okay, letter this is what you see. Every step be a match out the oho. Or say Attached is a photo of Dr. Afriye and myself taken on the 24th of November 2022 after we visited the public notary in Amsterdam to start the legal process of transferring ownership of Africa Web Holding BV to Protect Innovations Limited. So Busawo said Protect Innovations Limited, who owns Protect Innovations Limited? We will see. This is what the letter says. Protect Innovations Limited was incorporated on the 20th of November 2022 by Dr. Afriye putting his wife as the sole shareholder to disguise the political ownership of the most important website of Ghana. See, Rob said the company called Protect Innovations now or ton a yedian Ghana Web man no 2022 the same year and are you a free a be a company now yet or then a year sole owner of that company. It was say Protect Innovations Limited was incorporated on 20th November 2022 by Dr. Afriye putting his wife as the sole shareholder to disguise the political ownership of the most important website of Ghana. It was say, are you a free shareholder in a year company, a company, or then a year owner of the company? Send your beya Ghana for who say Ghana Web no a political platform right now. He is telling you say Ghana Web no a political party dia a NPP Bawumia dia. Because are you a free no or a Bawumia campaign boys managers libi or say MP? I am not saying this. This is coming from Rob. Now when you read the next paragraph or say Protect Innovation Limited was incorporated, all right, when you go for it, it says Dr. Ayew Afriye promised me that GhanaWeb.com would remain politically neutral and objective by retaining me as the CEO of AfriWeb Holding BV. His wife breached the promise by firing me as CEO of Africa Web Holding BV in December 2023 and appointing her brother David Entry as my replacement. Ayew Afriye ebe partner Rob no or yeah na you say see an person auto company no or promising Rob say obey Rob no CEO. Into we no could be a company e won yiri dimu and or the purchase company no Ghana Web or we no pam Rob and or kofa na yiri nua be ma ebe CEO. Rob state facts. Now, let me go show you another thing. Now, yaka a year. Are you a free year? Your friend, a year. Mame ya entry. Mame ya entry no. Only are you a free year? Only Bawumia ne Samira Bawumia no motiwono. This is Mame ya entry. We a free year a year. This is the woman. Are you a free year? A be a Ghana Web woni dim as a sole owner, and then at the end of the day, sacked Rob and turned it into a Bawumia news outlet. Into Ghana Web as we speak, per Rob's statement, you know, Ghana Web is a political platform that belongs to Bawumia NPP. Are you a free year? So nobody should think say that misinformation in your man a free Ghana Web bano. It is genuine. No. They are doing a Mahamudu Bawumia's bidding. Are you a free yeni? Ne yene the far end one. Samira Bawumia into read the caption now. From left to right, Mame ya entry, Samira Bawumia, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and Dr. Nana Ayew Afriye. That is them there. So let me zoom the pictures more for you to see. You can see it. Yes. I'm not hiding anything from you. Ghana Web is MPP. Makachiramo. Misinformation, disinformation. Jandam, we need to kill it. Now, Mami ko eni na menchro. Ya bo are you a free company now obi ye no. Your friend Protect Innovations Limited. Now, obi sa company woni yiri dimu. Yanko check say asema Rob can say 2022, 2023 ye be sa company yampa say sa company no are you a free the BA woni yiri dimu as the sole beneficiary of that company. Let me show you this. Now look at this. This is from the Registrar Department office. Now let me enlarge this document for you to read with me. Oko Asiawa, this document is there for you to go and check at the Registrar Department. Now OSHA document now. Company profile, business details. Now check it business details. Now this is what you see. You will see a name, Protect Innovations Limited. Registration number original incorporation was October 2022. And a year company way. Now, check it, nature of business, retail. Now, objects of the company, imports and export of general goods, general merchants, supply of general goods, information technology and communication development, import and export of general goods. So basically, company principal activity. Now, uko enima. Let me show you. These are all documents that you can verify. I don't have time to fake anything here. Now, let me show the owner of that Protect Innovations Limited. Now, so document anymore. This is what you see. Notification mode. Beneficial ownership details. Yankata bibiaso. This is the beneficial ownership details. Entity first name. Name. Any position held. Mami. Entry. Beneficial owner. Netin number. Now, when you go membership registration, date membership 19th October 2022. Direct appointment, direct shareholder, direct voting rights. So clearly, when you go to the registrar, the company's registration forms, a free year, doctor, are you a free year? And only solely owns a Protect Innovations Limited, which actually bought a Ghanaweb. And from what Rob is telling us, it means to say, are you a free BSR company, and or the top Ghanaweb over 1 million euros, and or the D or the top SAR company, in for Bawumia to do Jandam for Bawumia. And Ghanaweb, and yet Ghanaweb now Ghanaweb is a Bawumia web. Whatever they put there is not for you. It is to clean NPP's corrupt criminal activities. Mamenchero Adwoa Safo. Now, when you read the letter, Mamenchero Adwoa letter, the latter part of the letter, Mamenchero there. When you read Rob's letter, when you go down there, Rob can send me. Or say, the website Ghanaweb.com is no longer neutral and objective because it is under the direct control of Dr. Efriye, possibly even by Bawumia. Certainly, Ghanaweb.com has become a fan page of Bawumia. That is the statement Robert Ballet, founder of Ghanaweb, show on the letter circulating all the workers before he handed over to Efriye. I mean, reading the last paragraph for you to listen. Then okay, I'll say the website Ghanaweb.com is no longer neutral and objective because it is under the direct control of Dr. Efriye, possibly even by Bawumia. Certainly, Ghanaweb.com has become a fan page of Bawumia. Sadly, yours, Robert assigned Ghanaweb BV, Dal Wick 47 1103 AD Amsterdam. The phone number is there and his email address is there. So now you see what we are talking about. In the end, Ghanaweb, it is not the old Ghanaweb you know. This Ghanaweb belongs to Bawumia. Do not take anything from Ghanaweb as credible. Don't ever make that mistake. Say, only on social media. Now, Ghanaweb story, take your time, read it, and go double check from other platforms because a free year, are you a free year? And a year, are you a free to be a company? And or then a year so owner and or to Ghanaweb or turn over 1 million euros. And internet, your busa no TV, so a simple question. Ghanaweb be out there.
Ghanaweb would ya.
Ose.
Ghanaweb would ya.
Ghanaweb. Oh, I know the ownership, Mebusu and India, have fun to change. And yet, why I'm here. And I'm ready for it. Almost that you a free director, you a video. Mebusiani, Onia, I am your bow, I am your hero, I am sister, phobia home. And you're buying secure. I'm a businessman on my own. I've always done my business. Mebusia for your business. If they own it, just like Obia to be owning, I mean, you are buying secure that. And you are buying your business. Your business, no, you Obia who send me your claim. Into whatever I buy or want to use, or Mebusiani want to use their money for, it is okay. It's okay.
Coordinate Ghanaweb BoG.
Ose.
Ghanaweb BoG.
Ghanaweb. Oh, I know the ownership, no, Mebusiani, yeah, have fun to change. And yet, why I'm here. And I'm ready for it.
Almost
Mebusiani, Onia, Aremeyaw, Aremeyaw, sister, phobia home. And yeah, I'm a businessman on my own. I've always done my business. Mebusia for your business. If they own it, just like Obia to be owning, I mean, we are buying that. And you are buying your business. The business, no, you Obia who send me a claim. Into whatever I buy or want to use, or Mebusiani want to use their money for, it is okay. It's okay.
Coordinator for Middle Belt campaign for Dr. Bawumia.
No. What they did was irresponsible. Absolutely.
Bawumia campaign or a coordinator for Middle Belt. It is today, Mama, with the facts and evidence. The detailing between the more amount, but I want Ghanaians to understand. Ghanaweb does not belong to Rob again. It belongs to NPP. Over some of the fake numbers, I bet the dollar is at 16. They just want to tarnish the image. Until right now, no, this is what the Bawumia campaign they are doing. This is what NPP they are doing. No. But something about this government that I love. And I think gradually we are getting used to it. It will take time, but we will get used to it. Ghana as a country, yeah, so used to lies from politics and our politicians. Let me say it that way. Now it's getting to the point that this resetting, no, especially NPP for no, they are still finding it difficult to understand. Say, governance now is all about transparency and honesty. I told the NDC government or John Mahama when he was in opposition, whatever he comes to meet, he should let Ghanaians know. The NDC appointees, ministers, CEOs, whatever they meet, they should be honest with Ghanaians. Because the honest thing is, so what kind of correct Ghana for? It is upon us to solve the problem. But the moment you cover anything up, then you are creating problems for yourself. And there's one particular ministry I am happy about the way the minister is communicating. The minister is communicating directly and letting us know what is there. Because minister no ba no sikebia nafia ne papa sikebia na ho a okotam e dey be solve problem. So one can no kure na woman na nkyere ya na ya adwene ya ese bibia ya okay a. That is where we find ourselves. Na ba obi abeka kire say we have a very resolute economy. COVID-19 hit pe na etu ebie. And then I Ekufu Addo Mekache said the economy is bouncing. It is good. Asem si na fe ya fe yesen. Now, when you take your time to analyze the John Mahama government, and it started from the president himself, he has always made sure that in Sema Edahono, he makes you know, or he makes us know the truth. We will basically start to understand the problems. Now, one good thing about this government, and say, they have never told us to say, problem be on beto, they can't solve it. They have never lamented to say, ya better problem be na sa problem no, asbesim de jatu intient to. Every time you listen to this government, they have always assured us of trying to solve the problem than complaining. And it is one thing about this government I really respect. Now, this is one minister I've been following, and I know, say, if he sticks to this basics and open up the way he's opening up, Ghana, your politics will be a bit, we will not sit back and say all politicians are the same, because the record the NDC government way with the inclusion of these young politicians and their vibrancy and the honesty to be transparent, it is changing the dynamics of Ghana politics. Right now, the opposition is filled with old criminals. Now, what they don't know, they say, John Mahama administration way a change politics. Now, here, this is the energy. This is the energy minister. Sorry, I'm giving you wrong stories. This is the energy minister, John Abujinapo. Or say, energy sector debt hit 80 billion. Energy minister raises alarm over escalating energy sector debt. Wakati demo. Or say a car a dahos is here. Ewo yen kanya sem edru 80 dien 80 billion cedis. Now, if I'm a journalist right now, tomorrow I'll pick my phone, I'll ask for his ministry, I'll email him, and I'll say, Mr. Minister, give me updates on this 80 billion. That is what I need. Whether it was started yesterday or it was started today, the minister needs to give me documentations to back it. And one thing I like about this energy minister is, as much as they are trying to solve your energy problems, we all can see the new air plant they are building. The new gas plant they are building. You see it. Almost see for. He has not shied away from the truth. John Abujinapo always comes out. He does not say we think we can. He tells you what we are facing. And this is the only way we can build this nation. Because you see, when you don't get politicians who will be open or who will be honest with you to tell you the real problems that we face, and then you get politicians, liars like Bawumia, Oforiata, Ekufuadomo, this kind of Kennedy Japomwa, and no never Ghana finding no home baby because we didn't be before COVID-19 hit, no, not Ghana economy not saying what they came to inherit in 2017. John Mahama Eja fundamentals etowa okoji IMF loan nana, the loan was now yielding results. No, 2017-2018, no, that was what they were riding on. 2019 there, and started boom because the whole IMF program thing ended before COVID-19. Now, time ended, you know, they were supposed to be proactive to now start thinking out of the box to say, okay, now how do we take it over from here? Because remember, John Mahama as a chief driver in 2016, no, he was in the car. He showed them where the gear was, where the indicator was, where the wiper, whatever is, what into John Mahama, they had a little bit of fuel. And John Mahama told them to conserve energy when you're in traffic. This car, and Wangasa et me jina, and Wangasa et me stop it, engine to me stop it. It's what you need to do. You say, Udu traffic ma, dumijano. Then kakran make sure you conserve, and then what you have come to meet, make sure say why in kakran to build upon it. Into Okono, ultimate passengers, make sure say you are not wasting air fuel. Men fa baby any pani, fa baby obenya passengers. Oh fabino now keep it scary be not be top trugum. John Mahama Sifri car in 2017, Omuchi car in 2017 air condition room. They didn't buy fuel. They didn't do any mechanical job. They didn't change any oil. 2018 no team and omuchi soroku, omofa girls and omokoba and omoye kenke party. 2019 and a few on a short year. But that fuel had gone below the middle. The gauge. They knew that this car is a car. When you turn it on, a forerunner. This car, the engineer is Simono. Osope light crabwa eti petrol. These people were supposed to tell we the passengers in the car, say, this is the consequences we are going to face. Now, obia fasten the seat belt. They were still telling us a car na bomba engine and also petrol no a full tank. A one a car here day a copy a pimp car between you who's a sunny a car engine is Simono. Sa engine a mountain no a boo and an engine see from Kim. Inti you can see clearly, say the NPP government continuously, consistently, and inconsistently, they lie to us because you see they realize say Jimmy. They just have to cover the pictures and the numbers up, cover the problems up. But Aremeyaw was throwing figures around. Kind of for Tasha white. When we say Jimmy, about the Bible quotations, the name Ekufuado Achille Jimmy no, or no Okan Yampia, the naysayers, the people against us. We were more fixated on their comedy than the real problem. In the time of COVID hit, anyone who said no, there's a problem. Now the economy is resolute. Sana omunye bibian to the John Mahama Ejano Horoso. That is where you call IMF, you call World Bank. Almost akoji COVID sikalba no mudie. These are born fools. They have never thought of we Ghanaians. And it been and the Adwoa Safo catch mono. Feeding, school feeding. School feeding. Omo disikano sika enkwaradia. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. I'll talk about this now. Sika young quarant of totofe dia. Adwoa Safo the NPP for ahwe e man for party medi. And the omokwasia kontokwa. Adentra I maami bia wewu and the discard. Hwen kwasasem omoka. Adwoa Safo I ni simu gire se de oye coke for advert e wo Sudan. Abegina TV so catch say I me de me papa atwa so Safo. Usirimu gire se na utu coke so Sudan. Abegina TV so keka nkwase asam adan a maami bia wu. On the disc, Now, a report to say my many a crumb for. What kind of foolishness is this? These are born fools. Ain't it? I want to congratulate the minister. He should keep on doing what he's doing. Say, Bedu 90 million onka. Say, Tiba 75 billion onka. He should let us know the real report. Remember, if I say, John Abu Jinapo, go it the same way. Yet problem. We need to find a way to solve it. Do not cover anything up. And that is my warning to every minister in Ghana. Every sector you have been given opportunity to serve, make sure what is there is the raw truth. Do not hide anything. Don't cover anything up. Because we want to know the truth and find solutions to our problems. I am telling this minister, the energy minister, a very vital sector. Don't Jinapo, stick to the principles. What is there? Tell us what is there. Don't cover anything up. Don't be scared. So be say, John Muhammad, do not be scared. We are not here for you to sugarcoat words, for you to lie to anybody. So far, you have proven, say, you are consistent and that you are ready to tell us the truth. You are transparent. Keep on telling us the truth. That is what I can defend. That is what we real Ghanaians want. We don't want anybody to lie to anybody. Say, nobody should cover up anything. You see, because there's a party no 42 years in opposition. Family of late school feeding program coordinator Gertrude Kwashiga demands Adwoa Safo retract her remarks, apologize, and stop tarnishing her legacy. Maamena Adwoa Safo person ojina ni wo so edebeye important in Ghana politics no. The busuafo say Adwoa Safo in some all can oboa on twin sign on patcho. Adwoa Safo ay ni simu jire said ye de na no tu koku so Sudan. Ne simu jire said de de tu koku ne si tu koku so Sudan. San sem we nyina wo ho otwen na maame na wu no. Otutu nani e wo NPP mu adan school feeding coordinator na ye di deputy wo ho. Adan one deputy ni din. School feeding coordinator, senior high school free SHS secretariat for Romani wo. Were they not working with school feeding coordinators? Why didn't she mention the senior high school free SHS secretariat? Because they are all alive. She cannot prove. So ofishe muan hu de wu no mame ko gina ne funu nechi na me fa be nipa o se ende mame ne busuafo ka cha Adwoa Safo se asana wo kan ya tro ye nua ne wu ontumi gine ho ano. Come and apologize. O se maka se ngofo me mmoa. The NPP as a political party, they are animals. They are being led by a content creator. Aremeyaw marking. Makacha he from Ochinako ubohu videos obecha. Okodu parliamenta a video ngwa. A content creating. Odimsa TikTok for becha. Aremeyaw marking is using the NPP to create content. He sees you people somewhere Jimmy. Right now, Adwoa Safo, Maamina Wawunebushafo said, no, you cannot disrespect our family. This woman meant a lot to the family. Now, what Adwoa Safo kwasi apenyi? And the wafe will sing. Now we be a open and we were. Now you can't some way with you. Ode. O papa na why Jerry Kells not to it. Every in kwasiade o papa some feu tufu. Me say politics here in Ghana. We mbu yem wo. Me say from Ochina. Adwoa Safo bring the report. The family of the lady you are trying to tarnish, to use her death to propel your stupid political career. The family is saying this is not needed. Bring the report that you said, the audit report. For audit report, Ghana for. Adwoa Safo is not supposed to be given any room on our TV stations, on our radio stations. Mahamudu Bawumia. That is the NPP for you. Until we are setting the record straight, Adwoa Safo auditor report dembra. Echira okachire se onisa report no oye one book pe elo de mekufuado. Ena kwasi campaign de call toilet. Echira Adwoa Safo kachire se sa audit report no prepare no or de mekufuado ena ode wuro wi num wi hye no. Echira kufuado obeka kire se oye audit report no na eye one copy ena kufuado de ma no owuro li de num wi. Enti ya de ashiwi enya sapadia Adwoa Safo should come out and show us that audit report now. Oh yeah, you cannot step on the back of a dead woman. The family, they are still mourning. Now the question in radio, and why you say, and we comfort, and we frail. Now why like you said, Sam Ameno, Ebi and the man, omunye ready. Come see you fucking. Baby, I come do bedinano. Kabe no, because in some of catch a family ma me hono, a ugu ma me ni maseno. Can you prove with every evidence ugu bi ni mas ma me ne let her rest in peace? A party full of foolish people. In Kwasiafo party filled with stupid minds and brains. We are Ghanaians. We want to prosecute. You have to be prosecuted. It's a fact. They need to prosecute you and not a default. Now get us the rest of the people who have to be prosecuted, because all the audit in the bar, you oversaw. After you did the audit, you still headed a corrupt agency. So basically, aiding and abetting, you knew that there was crime there, and you sat there and actually you supervised the criminality. Until you address no default, no, wo also go jail or say yeah national security chow. For our makado so dimbra, sa ani achimu nyina de mako gum kwasi asem mote Ghana bo see Jimmy on nam Ghana lawyer Adwoa Safo na tete Ghana ofu bia a lawyer. Usimu jira se de otunto suoma Pakistan for Formula 1 coach. Miso usimu jira se ona otunto suoma Pakistan for Formula 1 coach. Kan kwasi asem and a lawyer Adwoa Safo and a watch in him send the tonwa betna TV so and na no fiance ko kan kwasi asem and yet Ghana yenja your problems nyina na enya den otinto su Adwoa Safo yenkodi nechi na yenjai otinto su Adwoa Safo usimu jira se de ye de osibie open ebie kokuso o Sudan for audit report ne bra kwasiafo go out there and watch entertainment. So many people are doing entertainment, it's fine. But when you come here, it's business. It's serious business. It's factual business. It's things that we can read, break down, understand to build a nation. So let's all concentrate and build Ghana. Let us take care of issues behind the scenes that we have to take care of. But what we have to do now to build Ghana, we need to do it. That is why there's a distinction between my platform and other stray dogs. It's very, very important. It's a new nipa bi ekekansam ejuma ya cho ye start here da man for be breed na muwurum ya che. We have been doing this for years, and so when we come to Japan, me I know how I do my things. Yeah, me ka samba kwa me nkebium. So once I can say no man nkebium, there's a reason. It means I'm working towards it. Inti me my ejuma we ya che. Let's concentrate. Let's do what we have to do. Nyash. Me say, if anybody say the NDC government is not doing well, they want to do everything and kick the NDC government out, that person has the right. Obi o wiasibia o say o de o strong ube two NDC two Abraham make Kevin Tilam wa. Nobody on this planet. As far as I am doing this with the facts, as far as I am sitting here respecting the intelligence of Ghanaians, using the facts, nobody on this planet can kick the NDC out of power. Nobody. Eche onyankopon ka se Kevin eye twon any omo kan ho na omo akoma pa omo ye de ye e kan okure kire Ghana for no entwe omo ho. But apart from that, nobody. It can be cluster of stray dogs. It can be the whole NPP setting up different platforms, different networks. They can all come together as a unit. I will condemn all of them. It is not me, it is the fact. Because all these platforms don't have facts. All these platforms, my imagine say, we are going to destroy the NDC. We are going to say something to Mahama. We are going to destroy the government. Nobody has facts. You cannot destroy NDC and you cannot destroy Mahama. You have the right to speak your mind to Mahama. You have the right to speak your mind to the NDC. You have the right to insult the NDC. Over the right. But you cannot stop the NDC from ruling. That is what I am saying. And nobody. Boga. Now NDC MPP will power for 8 years. Metumo. Or the NPP power. There's no animal on the street. No animal on the street. Me say MPP will power 8 years. Me two or more. Ekufuado no krabe two no. Nobody or no stray dog. Nobody. I stand here and I know the facts I have and the credibility I have. Nobody. Especially if you can't read and write. You are a non-entity. I want Ghanaians to understand that they should still believe in the Abana Omotuyeno. They should still believe in John Mahama. They should still believe in the NDC government. They have promised and they are delivering. Thank you, Mr. S, Mr. P. The NDC government promised, and they are delivering. That is the most important thing. As they deliver, as they have promised you and they are delivering, what is your problem? Your problem is to listen to the facts. That is what we need. Inti, what is behind the scenes is behind the scenes and is being taken care of. What is here is what we are going to deal with. Inti, let's concentrate. As far as Kevin Taylor, I sit. NPP can put everything together, all bloggers around the world together. John Mahama, until I decide John Mahama will leave power, nobody can take John Mahama out of power. Nobody. I am saying it. Me say Onyankopon enkwa de betima stop what I am doing. No, me see NPP can galvanize everybody. All radio, all TV, all bloggers, rabies, dogs, everything on the street. Nobody can overthrow the NDC unless Nyankopon kaza kevi jaimaninka. But as far as Nyankopon kai, nobody. Because these facts, they are sacred. The facts that we show every day on our show, these are sacred facts. And you need these facts to be able to overthrow John Mahama and the NDC. So when to bring a fact where they are a comedy. It's a fact. Mrs. When to me and fight facts, no. They could be a grow. We will come and enjoy you people as comedy show. But we will come to Kevin Taylor and listen to the facts and build the nation. That is the difference between Kevin Taylor's platform and the Stray Dogs. We will watch the comedy. We are so happy about comedy. When we are sleeping, when we are at work and we are bored, we will watch the comedy. You will do the comedy. We will watch. But when it comes to it is Kevin Taylor's platform because on it to make kind tears on it to make kind chim, on it to me who with facts. So won't to me everything you do is comedy. Every single thing you do is comedy. Until we are happy, we have a lot of comedians helping social media for us to laugh every day. We will laugh. We will enjoy. We will buy data. We will enjoy the comedy. But you perceive a teacher mind, you perceive take a decision to Abadia, Kevin Taylor they decide. So I'm not taking anybody's job from them. Every stray dog can do whatever they want to do. But say Basi Abacha Ghana there, Kevin Taylor and the rule is idea. No, it's very, very important. Kevin Taylor, no, if your man come to Ghana for more. If a man come to Ghana, see it to Kroma. If it's a man come to Ghana, Asasa, you see Ayadian. Oh, why didn't you arrest him? He came to Ghana. Why, Mr. Jimmy, Munnimudia Moye, more people for Mabodam. Sal Abawa Muluziano, Abomina Modam, won't me, why didn't you mean normal BM NPP? Sir, lose your Muluzi. Won't me normal BM da for 42 years and over. Munya normal BM. Obi abodam 11 mo bodam kiti on say since you to about the mun shada anya steady mun shada anya reasonable biem and I won't steady Ghana for mun shada steady NPP for after election 2024 on so mun stable on kasa on so majimi they have not been stable again. If your man come to Ghana or your bema umbra Ghana Interpol afe adane, why didn't you arrest him when he came to Ghana? 8 years na me just say kufu the Interpol be chimo America. Na omo yede ombeba fie no ombeba na me jinsa mu se Akufo Addo ba be che Kevin Taylor e wa America it is here there we will arrest Kevin Taylor afi there enya if your man come to Ghana biom right now there why did you allow him to come to Ghana omuhu bibi da ade be che na meti eye there akosi there mu de bohu me se ntana na de onim se me ba ade be che mo se meti akosi there asna de oye be ma no oso owo hwa no no de nsa be kame akosi there na se Mwaja, Kevin Taylor ni otu for onana chenchen hine Kevin Taylor maba ni ginem. Eye yana onana Kevin Taylor yana maba mi ginem. Enfante fo hine kese nana ko isata onana maba Kevin Taylor. Chenchen hine ayen furu film from. Eye awona fo hine kese togbe onana maba Kevin Taylor ni mi ginem. Eye nzma fo hine kese dananzma Kevin ni debia nu sana na wo hwe mi ginem onana Boma baso nana ufilimi. Eye kofuo nyina mo hene kese a oho kofuo hene kese nana minie boma baso bienu nana me dowu. Eye ahantafo henkese nana minie Kevin Taylor amanfo kekansam ba nana mi ginem me protect obia nana chechen hene minie. Eye bonofo hene nana minie. Eye nzimafo hene nana minie. Eye dagomafo hene. Eye hwanwe enkranfo gamanche nana okay Kevin Taylor acho mi Kevin Taylor. Minke show slow comedy say Ghanaians NPP buru chon sabodenche o ma say nanchem nana NPP bulu cho sabolai NPP nana oh manche minke income Ghana is emit nana emit manche ofana nana taflache Kevin Taylor ni atankpa abafio aite oblite nana thank you very much gamanche nana me do me satin grind beti hausa mutum banzani bawasaba zo wanchi dagomba yani muntini abinga like Kevin Taylor show with all due respect mustik lawa bawasaba fasting ne mustik is slow I just say mustik lawa my godfather no fasting ti wa slow kakra enti hausa for so dagomba for munyina munim omu feel me mo amwe